What is going on YouTube? And welcome back to JoJo Speaks for another night of hot topics and social commentary. I'm so glad that you guys are with us. This is like my this is like one of my favorite parts of the week. Please excuse Jennifer and her mishap. We don't want to cause attention or bring attention to that. But anyways, we're not gonna do that on this show. A couple things of what you guys to do before we get started. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Press that big red subscribe button. It is free and easy to do. So feel free to mash it. It takes less than a second to mash it. So go ahead and mash it. Also, we'd like to see some thumbs up on this video. Let us know you're enjoying the content I'm putting out on my channel, JoJo Speaks. Be sure to leave a comment. Let us know your thoughts on the topics that we are discussing tonight. Make sure you press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Last but not least, be sure to share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, and loved ones. Let everybody out here know that JoJo Speaks is out here in these YouTube streets. I got my sister back with me, Genesita. What's going on, Genesita?
Hello, peace and blessings be unto you and yours. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I am wonderful. So glad to be here, and I'm so glad to get to these topics. It's going to be a good night, y'all. Let's start out with some props. We're giving out some props to WNBA star Aja Wilson. She had her jersey retired at the University of South Carolina this week. So shout out to Aja Wilson. She's doing great things, breaking records in the WNBA as we speak, y'all. Right, exactly. So I'm so happy for her. Congratulations to Aja Wilson. Keep doing your thing, girl. Any thoughts on that, Jennifer, before we move forward to the Grammys?
You know, every time I think about her, it's like she was just playing at the school like last year. That's what it feels like. And she
Right.
has gone to have so many accomplishments and be such an accomplished basketball player in the WNBA and NBA, and to be able to we've basically watched her from high school.
Right, exactly.
And to see where she is, she's decorated and she deserves every bit of that. So
It's decorated
big
and
ups to her.
beautiful. I love the suit that she was wearing during her
She's a gorgeous
ceremony.
woman, yes.
Yes, absolutely. She let us see some of her moves a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Know what I mean, so yeah, I like seeing that. Do we have any comments before we get into the Grammys, Jennifer?
We absolutely do. May I address them?
Absolutely. Please proceed.
Of course. Starting off, we have Dustin. He was there as soon as I put this thing up. Praise God for remembering that I had to do it.
Hey, Dustin.
Dustin is here, and hold on, what's this? And do that. Okay. Erin is here.
Hey,
Well,
Aaron.
she come
So
in
glad
at
you're here, boo.
right at 6:20. She says hi to everyone and make sure to let everyone know to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss a thing. Share with your friends and family. They need to see this. That is
Yes, they
very nice.
do. Thank you so much, Aaron. Hey, Robin.
Robin made it in. She said, hey, right at 8:01. Miss Kim, she said, hey, J and J,
Hey,
hello unto you.
I see you got a new icon there. Okay.
Ooh, it's Black History, Miss Kim.
Yes, I
Where are
love
you
that.
making this? Are you doing this on Canva? This is very nice.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it looks very exclusive,
yes.
like specially made.
Black History, Miss Kim. Yes.
Okay.
Lady Virgo, hello and welcome. How are you?
Hey, Lady Virgo. Thank you for being here.
And she says, Miss Kim says, happy pre-Friday.
Yes, it is
Boy, am I happy
pre-Friday.
about that. Happy pre-Friday. She also says, is she the black woman they pitted against that homely white girl last year? No. That's not her. Um, that's not her. But you're close. Robin made sure to say hello to everyone. What? Miss Kim said it was Chat GPT that created this for her. That is
Wow.
awesome.
Okay, I like that.
I love every bit of it. Robin says hello to Aaron. And Lady Virgo said hello to everyone in the chat. Ooh, Lord, sorry.
It's okay.
And T.D. McCullum said, beautiful, Miss Kim.
All right, so let's get into the Grammys, y'all. So, I used to make it a point to watch the Grammys every year because at that time I was really into music. I was listening to a lot of albums and things of that nature. And nowadays, because I am not, clocked in to the music beat, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It just kind of passes right on by me. But I do get all the highlights and whatnot. So, congratulations to Lamar, to not Lamar Odom, child. Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, he won five
Yay!
categories. He won Song of the Year, Record of the Year. He also won for Best Music Video. He won for Best Rap Song. And
Mhm.
he also won for Best Rap Performance. So congratulations to Kendrick Lamar. It seems like everyone was kind of jigging when they was playing Not Like Us,
Yes.
while he was going up to accept his
And
award.
that's also everything that he was nominated for. Right.
Everything that he was nominated for. It's not often that you get multiple nominations and win all of the nominations.
Every
And
single one
so,
of them.
right. And so I'm so happy for Kendrick Lamar. And Kendrick Lamar like doesn't even seem like he has to try. He just does his thing. And it's accepted by a vast majority of the public. And I'm just happy that he's able to be in that space. And on top of that, this is right before the upcoming Super Bowl, which is this Sunday, of February the 9th. I was watching Spectrum News earlier today, and they were going through some of the previous halftime shows, showing Rihanna, showing Shakira and J Lo, which I don't even remember what they did on that one. I don't even think I watched the entire thing. But
Oh,
shout out to
thank
J Lo and Shakira for doing their thing in Miami
blessings.
because they were definitely deserving of that spot. Mm. Excuse me. And I also saw on the Shade Room some previous Black performers. I didn't had no idea that Toni Braxton performed at the halftime show in 2000, but she was one of many
Yeah.
performers in that year. Diana Ross performed at the halftime show. Michael Jackson, which was the first big artist to perform at the halftime show, and that's how the whole halftime show with artists performing actually got started, was with Michael Jackson
And you
back
know
in the day.
why they decided to do it big like that?
Why is that?
Be
But wasn't there a show that was like they were competing with for their ratings or something like that?
In Living Color.
Right, exactly. Yes,
Mhm.
yes. So yeah, shout out to them. Also, another winner that I was very happy to see, Doechii. Doechii won for Best Rap Album, and I loved her acceptance speech. She said that God told her she would see the fruits of her
Come
labor.
on, Jesus.
And what happened, girl? What happened? What did
Fruit.
you, girl? I just want to shout right now, honey. Is it? I love Doechii. She was a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. I think in the second episode this season. So
Mhm.
she's such a beautiful Black woman, and she stands in her greatness. And I'm so very happy for her. And also,
You don't want me to say
the
nothing about any of them?
say what?
You don't want me to say nothing about them?
Oh yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, because I know you
I
love Doechii. I know
I
you love you
am
some Doechii.
here. Yo, well, first of all, just to talk about, Kendrick, he is well, one thing I like about him, he is proof him and Doechii, and the other artists that, were winning, they are proof that being yourself and staying
Mhm.
true to your craft is what matters, and once they start, having I don't know if you heard it, but before every reward was given out, they said it was 13,000 people that voted for this.
Wow.
Well, they had apparently they expanded their, amount of people that are saying what needs to be said.
Right.
Because I'm not saying that the Grammys have been out of touch. Okay,
I
they've
mean,
been
we have to call a thing, Jennifer.
they have been out of touch.
Yes.
Um, and we have to realize that the Grammy shouldn't be just about streams or whoever purchased it.
Right.
It's about
The
the
quality.
the quality, not just the quality, but the art.
Mhm.
There should be something new coming across. There should be some real creativity. As you know, I am a TikTok girly, and they are going off about other people, but I'm gonna just leave that there. Let me just quickly say these comments here. Lady Virgo, make sure to say hello to us. Good morning, excuse me, good evening, everyone. Lord have mercy. Tyrone says hi.
Hi,
Hi,
Tyrone.
Tyrone. Bianca is here. Hello, Bianca.
Hey,
Much love unto
Bianca.
you. Um, Lady Virgo says, "Hey sis" to Bianca. Says she misses Bianca. Oh, Bianca says, "Happy Thursday, babe." Lady Virgo, I miss you too. Y'all so sweet. Thank y'all for being so sweet in the comments. Miss Kim says, "I haven't watched the Grammys in years. I have no clue who won what." And that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with being unplugged.
It is okay, girl. If I didn't have the internet, honey, I wouldn't know either. Okay.
Okay, I'd be in a, and then I still be fine with it.
Okay.
And once again, I was okay. As we were having our anniversary dinner, Jonathan, that's when the Grammys were going on.
This past
So
Sunday.
as
Yeah.
I was scrolling through TikTok, I was getting, the word. And
Right.
me and Tyron really enjoyed doing all that. But anyway, Robin says, I enjoyed the Grammys. I usually record and fast forward through all the through these shows nowadays. But the FF Dingers got a break this time. I don't watch Chaperone though. I didn't watch Chaperone. Why didn't you watch Chaperone?
Hmm.
Well, her performance was something else. I didn't see the whole performance. I haven't sat down and watched the performance, but I've seen many a clip from it and it looked fanciful. Real fantasy. It was like a circus with a bunch of clowns and stuff like that. It was, a moment, a motif that they stuck to. Very cute, what I'm saying? Nothing too serious. It was all right. Mhm.
Right. And we have a story concerning Chaperone later tonight too. But
Oh
we'll get to
wow.
that in a moment.
And
Yeah.
I won't go any further. Bianca says, "Me neither, Miss Kim." Miss Kim says Michael Jackson's halftime show was insane. It
It
was,
was.
and
He
thank
stood
God
there for more than a minute doing and saying nothing.
while everybody.
Okay.
That's what they did. Miss Kim says, love Dochi. Yes, she is something else. Robin says, exactly, Genesita. In fact, In Living Color is why there is a halftime show. They went live one year and stole the Super Bowl audience.
Yeah.
And have you ever seen any of the halftime shows before that one?
I saw the Disney halftime show. And that's all I needed to that's all I needed to see, honey. I said,
And
"Oh,
that's
this
the
was
gist of
old
all of
school
them, honey.
back in the day." Okay, exactly.
That's the gist. Like somebody's, please forgive us, core Caucasian marching band running around there.
Right,
It wasn't, they were jerking or nothing. It was just like, yeah. So thank God for In Living Color and Black influence to make
right.
people step it up.
Okay.
Mm. And oh, fast forward fingers. Thank you. Fast forward fingers. Thank you, Robin. Now I need to read this again. Robin said, but my fast forward fingers got a break this time. I didn't watch. Okay, yeah. There was more to watch this time. The performances were really great. Did you see Dochi's performance?
I did not see Doshi's performance, but I will have to look
You
at it.
need to. You need to
Okay.
be enlightened. Did you see that Cardi B presented that award to Dochi?
I did not know, and she was the first woman to win Best Rap Album. I think
No,
the
sweetie. You need to get on it. There's some videos I need to send you.
okay, was it Missy Elliott then?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
So, it was Cardi B that presented it to Dochi, okay?
Mhm.
And when she got up there, she bought her when Dochi got up there, she bought her mother. And she said in her speech, she did preach in her speech, okay? Standing
Mhm.
up for the black women, you know what I'm saying? Do you be who you are no matter what they say you are. And
Right.
she said there were two women ever to get this award, now three. It was Lauryn Hill, remember when she got that one? Cardi B and Dochi.
I had no idea Lauryn Hill won the rap album. I know she won Album of the Year that year, but I didn't know she won it for rap album that year.
Yes. I'm
Okay.
gonna need you to investigate just a taste bit more, sir. But you know what? I should have known. I should have been sending you all them videos from the Grammys on TikTok. You could say I pretty much saw the Grammys
Okay.
because I saw so many clips of it. But Doechie's performance was really amazing, and I dare you to listen to her speech. It was yet amazing. Kim, no, don't do that. Don't do it to him. Hold, please. Let me give you the rest of these comments. Let's see. Before, okay. Robin said before that halftime show, these performances were a big question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Kim says, I think the halftime show should try a battle of HBCU bands. That would really be cool. I think that would be something else as well. And Robin did also put in there no Lauryn Hill, Cardi B, and Doechii. And
Gotcha.
Miss Kim says, and Nicki Minaj weeps.
Well,
Mm,
it is what it is.
that's
Still no
life.
Grammys.
Heck,
Still
damn it.
not one
Well,
Grammy.
she stepped on toes. All you have to do is anger just one person, and you just can't think you can't think too big of yourself when you're just stepping into a space, not knowing who you're talking about or offending. It's not good. But and Bianca says, if you want to support the host, here is the Cash App, and it is $Jonathan Lee 07. There you go.
Absolutely. And also Beyonce, she won a couple of awards. She won Best Country Group or Duo Collaboration with Miley Cyrus. She also won Album of the Year and Best Country Album. I saw her reaction to winning Best Country Album. She was in shock, and it was amazing to see her, because I don't think I've ever seen that expression on Beyonce's face before, to be honest. Like, I really don't think I've ever seen her in that state of mind ever.
Yeah.
So it was so refreshing to see her in that state, as tenured as she is in this game. That's something like winning Best Country Album, not even the Album of the Year announcement, but Best Country Album. It showed how much she was surprised by it, but also showed me how much it meant to her. All of Beyonce's albums, with the exception of 4, and I feel that I think I'm right about this fact, have been nominated for Album of the Year. All of her other
Yes.
albums have been nominated for Album of the Year, with the exception of 4. And so for her to get it on Cowboy Carter out of all albums is just it's about time. I would just say that it is
Mhm.
about time. I thought
It
Beyonce looked beautiful. I loved her dress. Go
yeah.
ahead, Jennifer.
Yeah, it was her last 4 albums, the Renaissance, the what came
Lemonade.
before Lemonade,
Hmm.
and Beyonce, and the one before that. No, it was just 4.
Yeah,
4.
4.
So, yeah, Cowboy Carter, Renaissance, Lemonade, Album of the Year was the nomination on all of those, and she did not get them until, Cowboy Carter. You know, when she made that face, all I could think was like, maybe because it's like you don't know who's in cahoots with whom.
Right.
So I'm not surprised that she had that thought process there. Was funny and awesome. I've learned that there were so many. Of course, I'm not a part of that group,
Hmm.
but a lot of people were upset that Chris Stapleton did not win Country Album of the Year. And people
Mm.
that are familiar with music, they were saying that, well, he has a lot of African American. I know all of it's African American influenced,
Very
but
much
he
so.
put beats and hippity hoppity in his songs. But why can't she do different kind? You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like there was
a double standard.
a lot of showing of the double standards.
Hmm.
But my heart was flying and racing. And we were reminded that night that Blue Ivy will never be able to live down those management rumors. She is Beyonce's manager. I believe it wholeheartedly. I don't know if you I don't know if you saw Jonathan, but Blue was like, get up, mama. Okay.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
your name that they said. I'm gonna
Yes.
need you to rise. I love that. Amazing,
It was
amazing.
awesome, and it was
It's
awesome that she was there. I saw the picture of Blue Ivy sipping out of the Grammy, with a straw.
mhm,
I thought that was really cute. Also, I had to mention that, Chris Brown won for Best R&B Album, for 11:11, so shout out
mhm.
to Chris Brown. I love him for that.
But I did
Um
wanna say about Beyoncé, please
mhm.
forgive me, we were talking about Beyoncé. Um, but it was also kinda nice to see some people did it like a collage or, like, just a bunch of pictures of all the Grammys that Blue has been to, all the awards ceremonies, like, we've seen her at so many we've seen her watch her mother win so many awards, and now to see her, um, here today looking like a grown woman. Beyoncé even herself, she told it to me, "I don't know how I feel about that," but,
Right,
you know,
and looking like Beyonce Jr. Looking like
I
Beyonce Jr.
and I'll say I've said this once and I'll say it again, this is the kind of nepotism I need to see, okay?
Right.
Okay, I'm a hush now. But
You sure?
congratulations to Chris Brown. I'm very happy about that. It's been 13 years. 13 years. God bless him.
13 years since what?
He received a Grammy.
Wow.
He's had, Grammys before the situation, and this is the first Grammy that he's received since then.
Wow, that's
God
because
bless him.
I remember the last R&B album award he got was for Fame, which I completely agree with because Fame is basically my favorite Chris Brown album of all time. But anyways, speaking of the Grammys, Babyface was being interviewed by the Associated Press. Two young ladies were interviewing him from the Associated Press.
Ooh, child.
Um, and Chapel Roan is that her name? Chapel Roan?
Chaperone. Roan.
Chapel Roan walked by, and one of the interviewers completely, it's seemingly, I will say, seemingly completely ignored Babyface and shouted out, Chapel Roan, and ushered Chaperone over to the area, and Babyface just, handed his mic over. He said something. I didn't catch exactly what he said to the interviewers, but he just, went on about his business. Babyface said, released a statement saying that, a lot of the great things happened that night, and he's not going to let that ruin his night. He's not going to focus on that happening to him on Grammy night. The Associated Press did release a statement stating that they did apologize to Babyface, to his representatives. Not sure exactly if it was a personal apology or whatever the case might have been, but they have sent their apologies to Babyface. To me, it's so sad to see legends in this industry being sidestepped due to newer blood in the industry. And it did not surprise me that that happened. Like, it did not surprise me. The woman who actually shouted out Chaperone's name, she said, I love Babyface, and I this and that. It's like, I don't think she, I would venture to guess that she might not have known who she might not have known. I'm not saying she did not know. I'm saying she might not have known who Babyface was before he walked up to her and she was interviewing him. So, anyways, I was so amazed at how gracious Babyface. Well, I wasn't amazed. I was just excited that Babyface was so gracious and did not say what he could have said about the interviewers who completely dismissed him for Chapel Roan. Jennifer, what were your thoughts when you saw this happening to Babyface?
Well, just to let you know, what was said was Miss Kim. Thank you for putting it on here. Says she told Babyface told them girls, go do that. Like, that's what, just go. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? But it's like they they just wanted to get acquainted with somebody that is really famous at the moment right now.
right.
They're apparent big fans of Chaperone. She is huge. So I'm not surprised at the reaction,
Right.
but I'm surprised at the lack of professionalism. And
Exactly.
it's not like they were just randos. They were actually employed by AP, Associated Press. They're no longer employed with Associated Press.
Wow.
So they sent out their apologies and everything. But I love I think this is also a lesson for people that know what it feels like to be just overlooked for other people when they
Hmm.
put more stock in others. You can see that Babyface knew everything that he is and more.
Everything. Yes.
He knows who he is in music and how huge he is and how much a big deal he is. And it didn't bother him. And I loved that from this moment. But yeah, we don't have to worry about going in on these girls because they don't have a job to go to. Um, Miss Kim uh, gave the side eye there. Robin says, I think the Academy was sending a message by Bernice and Kendrick's winning that I think Beyonce.
Dang, autocorrect, but Beyonce isn't. Well, no, go ahead.
Because you be typing Beyonce, that's the difference. Okay. Miss Kim says 1111 was a really good album. Absolutely.
I really need to listen to it.
Yes, you do. There's Grammy proof that you need to listen to it. Let's
Yes,
see. Robert says the Academy acknowledged that country ain't white and that you don't piss off your label and maybe we agree that you're a minor, Lord Jesus. Um, I think also for the country thing, it just proved that she was being shut up by the Country Music Awards for a reason and on purpose.
exactly.
So, because there were some people who were like, well, how could she get Best Country Album but not get nominated for a Country Music Award? Like,
Why are you asking that question?
they're Caucasian. Open your eyes. Anywho, uh, Robin says, "Yep, I saw the picture of Ree today. She looks more like Jay Z." I disagree. Um, let's see. Ms. Kim says, I saw that Babyface interview. This really highlights the need for diversity in media and on the red carpets. And to be
Right.
honest, there could be Black people that do that. I think it's more like, you know what, diversity as in older people. I get that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And older folks or people that are more
Right.
learned and understand what they're doing, understanding what they're doing.
Exactly.
Robin says them AP girls don't understand baby faces. Whoop appeal.
Whip appeal, honey.
I love it. Um, she Miss Kim says Babyface told them girls go do that. Okay, and just go do that. Okay, it's like what you
It's
want me to
so
do?
gracious.
I'm
Like
not going to
what?
just stand here.
And I'm not going to beg you
No.
to continue speaking to me and ignore Chaperone. Like,
Okay,
do you know who I am?
because Babyface is still currently writing for people. Don't do this.
Still.
Currently writing hits hits. Even on Beyonce's album that won the Grammy, he's still child. Anyway, Robin says, "Wait, hold up." He said, "You want to, you want to do that?" Then handed them their microphone, and those AP girls weren't in the moment. Muy unprofessional.
Extremely unprofessional.
Robin said they got fired. OMG, yes, they got fired. Because once again,
You can't do that.
you can't do that. But I personally believe that there's a way, to be professional and, cut something short. Hear the rest that somebody has to say and be like, you know what? We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Y'all have a great day out there. Be blessed. Shabu! Because I understand they had to hurry up and get her before she walked by. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once
Right.
again, professionalism. You can't just act crazy. Um, Miss Kim says there needs to be diversity in race and age. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
On the red carpets, don't disrespect the legends. They built the houses the new Jacks currently live in. Robin said Macklemore. Yeah. Um, Robin also says before you go on the carpet, you must study and learn the subject you're covering. And lastly, Robin says also when you're on the red carpet, there is a producer there with you and some talking in your ear. Absolutely.
Right.
I guess they ignored the talking.
I guess so. Last in our Grammy news, on the red carpet, there was just a smidge of controversy with Kanye West and
Oh,
his
girl.
partner Bianca Sensori. She arrived in the invisible dress, meaning that she was completely exposed, or seemingly completely exposed. I've only seen the censored pictures, but it, she was wearing nothing, and she was exposed, and this does not surprise me whatsoever.
Mhm.
It's just like I just
Just
asked the
stunt.
question. Yeah, like stunt queens. Like, like my question is why? Why did you because fashion is not invisibility because if you went on Project Runway and you unveiled an invisible dress, the judges would send you straight to the straight to the airport for your departure, honey. Okay, what is this? Like
Yeah.
and like, when you do a close up, I see the actual dress itself, but you're exposed. We see all of your good Lord have mercies,
Good
honey.
Lord,
We
have
we
mercy.
see all of it, but Jennifer, you probably don't have much to say about this, but what were
Oh, I
your
have
thoughts
things
when
to
you
say.
saw her take off that fur jacket or whatever it was that she had on to
It was
reveal
a fur coat.
her
Um,
body?
so I heard that she was pretty much naked before I knew what she was wearing over it.
Okay,
um, but at this point, I'm concerned for her safety.
why you say that?
I don't believe everything she does is fully her
Mm,
idea,
mm.
and whether or not she's okay with it. Maybe she likes to be seen, but I'm starting to wonder, is there a possibility that there may be a little pushing, little prodding to do that?
A little coercion.
And what's super alleged. We don't know how true it is, and I'm not going to stand on it at all.
Right.
But there's stories coming out of parties and things of that nature, because of course he didn't go into the actual Grammys. He just came to the red carpet and left.
Mm,
um and some people try to make it seem like, because the story was rushed saying that he was kicked out. Like, no, he didn't go in, he just came onto the carpet.
right. And then he tried to say that Don Lemon started that rumor, which is
And
like,
and Don Lemon,
what?
he's a journalist. He was told that, just like everybody else was told that. Everybody was saying the same thing.
Exactly.
But I believe that all of this was just to be seen. All of it is just to be seen, just to have a little moment and be in the news, um, which is very sad. Anywho, but I start to wonder about that. And you know what? Apparently, the Lord don't want me to say it, so I ain't gonna say it out loud. But yeah, they're not saying good things about them too, and may God bless the both of them, and keep them in their right mind. In Jesus' holy name, amen.
Right.
Um, Miss Kim says, I saw Ye and his human blow up doll. It seems like that's all she is at this point. Just somebody. I only, she's just that lady that's his wife that does what he says. Um, Robin says Kanye looked like he was limping her out. Okay. Okay. And if you heard that, we're gonna keep on going with that. That's what they saying might be really happening allegedly.
Hmm.
Like, she's okay. Anyway, did you notice the physical cue he gave her, directing her to take the coat off? Yes, I saw that as well. That's a part of my thought process, because I don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on truly, but
Right.
it just made me question, like,
Stunt queens. They're just stunt queens. That's all they ought to
I
be.
think that
Stunt
I'm
queens.
scared it's a stunt queen and his stunt. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Anyway, Miss Kim says I knew Kanye's mom. What? She would not tolerate his antics at all if she was still here.
Wow.
Wow. Whew, that's heavy. Robin says, I 100% believe that she is indulging in the perpetuation of his mental illness.
Mm.
Controlled by Senior Cray Cray? It's possible. I don't know. Lord. Robin says in today's newspaper, Kanye asserted that he shut down the Grammys.
The Grammy still proceeded. The Grammy still went
Somehow,
on.
some way.
Okay.
And
It
oh, I
still
knew
moved
Miss
forward.
Robin, pimping, not limping. I just I said limping instead of the pimping. I know what you were
Mm.
saying, sis. Go ahead, Jonathan.
The Met Gala has announced the dress code for the 2025 Met Gala with the theme Superfine, as in SUPERFINE, Superfine, tailoring Black style. This was a bit shocking to me, because I was like, wow, because past themes have been like China, it's been like camp, it's been like really defined themes that you can really grasp onto, but tailoring Black style, it's like there's so many ways that you can go with it. And I'm so excited to see what the people are going to bring to the whatever color carpet it is for the Met Gala, because some years it's red, some years it's pink. But
Mhm.
anyways, I'm excited to see what they're going to bring to the table. But I want to know, what does Black style look like? Like, because you can go with it so many different ways. You can go, go African with it. You can go 2000s hip hop with it. You can go 90s R&B with it. Like you can go so many different ways, futuristic, however you want to see it. Like, I don't know what to expect when I watch the 2025 Met Gala, but I'm excited that it seems as though they're dedicating it to us, and the fact that it's super fine. Like, I wonder if that means something specific, like super fine. Like, are they saying that we are super fine? I don't know what it is, but I'm excited that they have dedicated the theme to the African American culture. And I'm excited to see what the stars will come out to show us, and we will see if our African American brothers and sisters show up and show out on that carpet. Jennifer, had you heard of this, and what are your expectations for the upcoming gala?
So yes, this came out. It did come out a while ago. Talking about exactly what that means and who's going to be over it.
Okay.
Um, but Miss Kim, thank you. She put it into our Discord exactly what they mean by that. And also, while I'm talking, you can go ahead and actually Google the Met Gala theme. I would try to bring up some pictures, but the pictures that I found are a little bit too small. But they
Okay.
show you the basically the inspiration. So they're older pictures
Gotcha.
of the tailoring of the basically the clean black man back then.
Gotcha.
And it's I'm super excited to see Superfine because I really want to see how people personify the superfine situation, the superfineness. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm actually really kind of excited to see women be tailored. And I'm hoping we don't see like a whole heap of dresses, but I want to see the kind of tailoring that they do for the women's and stuff like that. Recently there has been some there's been like some fashion shows that have showed women wearing those tailored, good-looking suits and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So I'm really excited to see the eleganza. It's going to be freaking amazing.
It
But
will.
yeah, uh, they just showed black people wearing the suits, the hats, and these are black and white pictures. So I
Yeah.
encourage you to and everybody to take a look. And they're also talking about the dandy as well. So I'm personally when I saw it, I was like, wait, what made them go here? Like,
Right.
like how did this come about? Um, but I'm very happy, however it happened. I'm very happy that it's coming. and we get to see the impact that even back then African Americans have bought into fashion. So I'm really excited about this one.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Um, Miss Kim said Dr. West was my African American literature professor.
Oh,
She
wow.
also helped me through a bad breakup. Oh,
That's so awesome and so sweet.
that's amazing. Miss Kim says, I'm going to put a link in to the Met theme in the Discord, the dandyism of it all. I'm excited. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really excited. I'm mostly excited to see what the women will do. That's really
Yeah,
what I want to know.
right.
Like, what y'all gonna do with this, and what kind of out of the box, true creative minds are going to do with this motif. I'm so excited. I'm really excited about this one. I've never been excited about anybody's. Now, I did like the one where it was like, the holy ones, just looking like, King Jesus and them.
Right. Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I liked it that. But to have anticipation for a Met Gala, this is the first time, and there's many black men that's going to be behind it as well. Did you? Hold
Right.
on, hold on. Did you see all the people? Oh gosh, I don't even know half their names, but one of them is Pharrell, and that
Of
actor that
course.
that actor that always be dressing good. That's that like men's, and that other man. They're all going to be doing that. Black men and Anna Wintour.
Oh, Jeremy Pope. Was it
I think
Jeremy
so.
Jeremy Pope? Yeah, because he's one of the only black gay actors, one of
He's
the
dark.
only black gay actors that's out there that dresses to the nine, like every single time he's on the red carpet. So
He
yeah, that
dark
must be
skinned.
him.
He older.
No, no, you must be talking about Coleman Domingo.
That's what I'm talking about.
Coleman. Okay, okay, gotcha,
Mhm.
gotcha. Okay,
Let's see. Robin says black style is diverse, Joe Nathan. I agree. Absolutely. And
right, it
I even
is.
saw a picture of the 60s, wearing a leather jacket, what I'm saying, with the afro. Like you know, I don't know how these people gonna come out. They come out the bag with, what I'm saying. I'm excited.
Right.
Robin says it may feature lots of looks by the late gentleman who designed for Louis Vuitton. Lord Jesus, what
Mm.
that man name is. Um Yeah. Yes, Robin. Pharrell is co-chair. Um, should I get that from? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's him. Robin says thinking Levon in his suits, Nate Burleson. Um, Miss Kim says Google Dandy and Sapirs. Is that how you say it? I've been obsessed with this for years.
Hmm.
Um, she also said, I'm trying to create a dandy look for myself.
Okay,
Now, Miss Kim.
okay.
Ooh-wee. Ooh, I can see you just in a long coat and
Miss Kim gonna hurt the
button up
girls,
and
honey.
ooh,
She gonna
child.
hurt the girls.
Them hoes ain't gonna know what to do with you.
No, they won't.
Ooh, Robin said, I really want to see the men's fashions. Yeah, yeah. Miss Kim said, thank you, Miss Kim. Pharrell, Coleman Domingo, um, LeBron James, they're co-chairs with
Gotcha.
Anna Wintour. And the man that had went to glory that did some designing for Louis Vuitton is Virgil Abloh. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm thinking possibly they may have a lot from him, but I really want to see the dated stuff. I want to see people go back.
Go
Miss
back
Kim,
in time, honey.
time machine, honey.
Yes.
Um, Miss Kim says, I think there will be lots of nods to early Andre Leon Talley at the gala.
I hope so. I hope
That would be
so. When
awesome.
I tell you my admiration for that man is on such a high level, and
Oh,
that's why
yeah.
I love seeing his documentary on HBO Max to see how he ended up learning French and how he was over in France and how he got hooked up with Vogue and Anna Wintour and his entire thing. I love when he was a judge on America's Next Top Model. I just he's
And
just
he's
such
so
a
freaking fabulous.
fabulous, a lovely man, and so genuinely and authentically himself, and did not feel like he had to change for anyone or have to assimilate to anyone's idea of who he was supposed to be. He was just simply who he was. And that's all there is to it. So shout out to Andre Leon Talley. Go ahead, Jennifer.
I would like to apologize. No, I'm not going to say this because that goes way too off topic. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So I don't know if y'all have seen this video of this New York woman over in Pakistan. She went over to Pakistan allegedly to marry her 19-year-old boyfriend. Apparently, his family was not feeling it whatsoever, was not here for
Shoot, I
her
wouldn't either.
whatsoever. Did not allow her, apparently did not allow her to see him. So she went on to have a press conference and said that she is going to do something with this country. I don't know if she was saying that she wants to like an overhaul or
Yeah,
uplift
helping to
or
build it up and
help
stuff
to
like
build it
that.
up, something like that. She said she needs $100,000 to do it, but she needs $20,000 in her pocket by the end of the week in cash. Like, this just shows me the importance of mental health. The importance of mental health. Now, that's not to say that she is that she is definitely has some mental issues. But go ahead, Jennifer.
It's been confirmed.
Okay, wonderful. What wasn't it like one of her family members that said that she
Family
had
has
issues?
confirmed
Yeah.
it.
So this to me emphasizes the importance of our mental health, y'all. We have to stay prayed up and thank the Lord for our sound mind. I
Amen.
thank the Lord I need to start thanking the Lord every day for a sound mind, because I feel like I take that for granted too much, because there are so many people out here who just are not in their right mind. And when you see them, they don't look like they're crazy, but once they open their mouth, they just start going off. And it's just, first of all, I want to know how it is that she ended up getting over to Pakistan in the first place.
Her man.
I guess he did get her over there, but she was it was mind-boggling to watch that video of her. She seemed like she was in charge. You know, people trying to tell her to sit down. I want to sit down. It was.
And they don't know what to do with her.
They don't have any idea what to do with her. It was slightly disturbing for me to see this woman demanding things as if she were entitled to them. And it's just it's crazy it's crazy, like I say, with a capital K. It's so crazy to me. Jennifer, what were your thoughts when you saw oh Lord. What were your thoughts when you saw the video?
So it's cringe city for me personally.
Of course.
And the next thing I kept on thinking is like they don't know what to do with her. This young lady from New York, she one of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, it's not often you see a woman speak like that. Period. I think it was less often to see that in Pakistan.
Right, because they look so confused.
Like,
they looked so confused.
What is going on here? What is she saying? And then it doesn't make it any better that her makeup is the way it is. It's like, I'm sure. I heard an interview. Okay, It was not an interview, a Pakistan man on TikTok in Pakistan at the moment. He said, "Yeah, where's this woman's family? What's going on? Like, y'all need to come and collect her kindly, please. You know what I'm saying? Like,
won't you?
Collect what's yours,
please. Okay, because she don't belong here.
No, and I hope I hope she don't get herself in jail. But it's like, there's a big chance she's just not committing any crimes for her to have to go. She's just creating a uproar. But it's like, so I think it is good just to continue to pray for her. And hopefully some kind of solution. I mean, apparently she's doing all right over there. You know what I'm saying? She's living. She's being disrespectful, covering herself up and stuff like that. But dag nabbit.
Being respectful, you mean?
Respectful, yeah.
Yeah.
Did I say disrespectful?
Yeah, you did.
Please excuse me.
It's okay.
Being respectful by, covering up and stuff, wearing the garb and everything. So I'm like, Somebody go get her. Anywho, Miss Kim says, I think there will be lots. Oh, sorry. Uh, Miss Kim says, in 2021, I had the opportunity to be on a Zoom call with Andre Leon Talley. He told the best stories. I could barely type my questions in the chat for him. Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Oh my goodness. I would say I was jealous of you, but no, I'm not jealous. I'm just so happy that you had that
Yeah.
experience, girl.
Oh, I'm ready to live through that through you and
Okay, what
that experience, okay?
vicariously?
Okay, I'm happy to know you, okay?
Okay.
We in close proximity. God rest the dead. And let me tell you something. Us knowing that is not a light thing for us.
It's
We
not.
know that he oh my gosh, wow. Miss Kim says they are being very kind to that poor woman. Yes, God is truly covering her. Miss Kim says, Heavenly Father, please help that woman get on a flight back to the States. Amen.
And get into a facility
Somebody hold her hand.
that can assist her with
Assist her.
whatever issues she may
She
be
needs
dealing with.
assistance with. Mhm. Absolutely. Amen.
Anyways, Fulton, the mayor of Fulton, I'm not sure if I'm assuming it's Fulton, Fulton, Georgia.
Fulton
Mayor
County.
Fulton County, Georgia, Mayor Kobe. That's all he goes by. I don't know if there is a last name. If there is a last name, it's not been mentioned to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Fulton County, Atlanta. It's
Yeah.
in Atlanta, yeah. But go ahead.
So he's under fire for spending taxpayer money on luxury trips and more. He went to Ghana, he went to Paris, he went here, he went there. He showed up at the meeting, and all of the black folk. Um, and this
Fun.
one woman said, "The
I love
issue
it.
is we don't know what we know what you did with this money. You went to over here and you went over there." He didn't give any type of explanation. He did not give any type of reason why, and he ended up leaving the meeting early. I'm surprised he showed up to begin with, but it's so sad to me that we put ourselves in these positions, and then when we get put in these positions, then we seem to just F it up. Sometimes we seem to just F it up. And
Yeah.
when you see money and you think that it's like yours, and you treat it as if it is yours, and so
Mhm.
your actions then there reflect your mentality as far as, oh, so this is why you wanted this position, because you wanted to do this and that. It's
And also you think you know the system enough to believe that you'll be able to get away with it.
right. And he clearly has not been able to get away with it, because all of that is very, very much detailed, and has been recorded,
Child.
and is on paper. Sometimes I just shake my head at us. Sometimes
Woof.
I felt the exact same way when Bonnie Willis's affair with her fellow prosecutor was announced. It's like, like, when you get in these positions, you got to do right. You got to do right. You got to do right, because if you
Don't th
don't do right, girl, they gonna catch it.
Some people
They
don't get in
gonna
those positions
see
to
it.
do right. You know, some people be in positions like that for so long or have watched other people do it so badly, so wrong, and do so much wrong for so long to say, it's when it's my turn, I'm gonna get in there and do whatever the I want.
Right.
And man, God bless.
It's just it's yeah, that's ridiculous to me. Anyways, I wanted to spend the last 5 minutes of the show talking a little bit about Married to Medicine.
Okay.
In this most recent episode, they are in Key West. The girls and their husbands, they're all out in Key West. And when they go on these couples trips, they like to play these games, with a quotation, these games that ask, very personal questions about the various relationships that are represented on these trips. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Say hey to Mamir.
Hey, Mamir. Thank you so much for being here, boo. Love you for watching. And so, questions were asked pertaining their sex lives. How many times a week do you have relations, and how many dates did you go on before you actually did the do? And it was clear that Quad and her man King, which by the way, King had his shirt open, so he was showing all of his chesticles, not complaining whatsoever. But that's how he was presenting himself to the group. And during this game, it was clear that Quad and King were commiserating on what answers they would give, because they both had to answer individually on a marker board, on a dry erase marker board. And all of their answers magically ended up being the same. And so during this activity, Quad was just going off about her relationship with King, and basically bragging about how often
Inebriatedly.
inebriatedly, basically bragging about how often they are doing it, how often they're having relations, how happy she is with him, how perfect their relationship is. And and then she had to address Dr. G, and his lovely wife, Sweet Tea. And they got into a little bit of a back and forth. Dr. G was trying to shut Sweet Tea up, trying to tell her not to engage with Quad. And it was just disgusting to me how much Quad was leaning into this. And I understand that she was inebriated. I really do get that. And Quad is something without any alcohol, but with alcohol, she's just on the top tier level. And it was just so ugly to me to see
Mm.
her literally trying to throw her new relationship in her ex-husband and his new wife's face. And to when my mother and I were talking about it, she was surprised that King wasn't telling Quad to, maybe pipe down a little bit. You don't have to do that. And what I told my mother is, I don't think they have that type of relationship. I don't think he knows her good enough to feel as though he's in the position where he has a say so in the matter. Because are they together for real? For real? Like, because to me, it just looks like a rent a man. To me, you know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? It don't look genuine. He's just this piece of man meat that you got here exposing all of his chesticles. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about seeing the chest, because it was very nice to look at. But it's clear to me what Quad is doing here. And to me, Jennifer, when we were discussing the trailer for Married to Medicine, we saw Dr. G almost get into a physical altercation with King, and you were saying that it's clear that Dr. G is trying to be something that he's not. But to me, I do still agree with what you said there. However, Quad knows Dr. G, and she knows which buttons to push, and she knows exactly what to do to get him and Sweet Tea riled up. And to me, it was just plainly ugly to me. It was it was just ugly to me. I did not enjoy seeing that whatsoever. I was getting secondhand embarrassment from just watching it, because Quad was leaning so hard into it, so hard. Like, she was telling Sweet Tea, you want to be me, you want the life I live, and you want you. It's like, Quad, Sweet Tea don't care about you. Sweet Tea don't give a damn about Quad. She don't care about Quad. Like, Quad, she don't care. Dr. G might still care. Now, I will
Oh
say
no, he
that.
care. He care.
I'm pretty sure that Dr. G does still care, but Sweet Tea don't give a damn. She don't give a damn. Jennifer, have you seen clips of this? And what are your thoughts of Quad's of Quad's actions and her behavior?
Yes, I've been subject to a lot of thought processes and talking points of this show, whether I wanted to see it or not. Uh, no, but it was really something to hear so many people's commentary about it. But everybody was pretty much on that same page. They could see that Sweet Tea was just, cool.
Mhm.
She knows she got her man and stuff. And it sounded, and what's unfortunate to me, it seemed like she was being more mature about the situation than her husband. Um,
Right, because he was trying to tell her to shut up. Like, he
mhm.
was he was trying to get her to stop, but it is what it
And
is.
this it sounds like the only reason why she would go far is to basically back up her husband.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, her husband is A troubled man. You see how I said that? That was a lot
Yeah.
better than what I was thinking initially.
Right, because I was going to tell you to go ahead and say it. That was those were literally going to be the words coming out of my mouth. Go ahead and say it, honey.
So, and personally, I would not be able to be in a relationship with someone that is that hung up on an ex's relationship.
Mm-hmm.
If you're
Mm-hmm.
concerned with how often they're having hot relations and how happy she is, why can't you delve into the fact that you're happy with what you got? It's like, well, I'm happy that you're happy. There wouldn't be an issue if you were solid in what you got and if you weren't concerned with what she got. And that's what I don't like, that they Quad was, and she knows the man. It was easily able to unearth his true feelings, whether he wanted to let everybody know how he felt about her and her new man or not. I just thought it was just crazy. And yes, if I was in that space, I'd let her have it. That's why I don't think I would be good TV, because I let people have their delusions, honey. And
Mm-hmm.
let's be real. How long are we gonna see him? For all we know, they may last forever. For all we know, we won't even see him next season, because what? That's happened plenty of times over and over again with plenty. So it's like, if she's enjoying it, either for the moment or for a lifetime, okay. But it has nothing to do with your relationship and what's going on with your life. I just think that's a bit much. Miss Kim says, I don't have an issue with Fanny and her ex-boyfriend. I think people went digging for the details because they kept their situation on the low.
Mm.
Mm. Miss Kim says, I'm not married, but I what but if I was my husband and I were not engaging in those type of activities with our couple friends, call me prude. I don't care. Um, I kind of agree. I'm not going to tell everybody about my sexual exploits with my
It's none of
husband.
y'all business.
It's none of your
But they're
business.
clearly just doing this for TV. Like clearly they're
Exactly.
just doing this for TV. You think Dr. Simone cares about her friends' sex lives? Like she don't give a darn. You know what I'm saying? But
No,
it's for the drama. You know.
and I promise you, I wouldn't feel the need to explain. We sex,
Move on.
and that's it. You know it. Uh,
Why do you think we're getting married? Okay.
okay, okay, yes. Okay. Our marriage bed is undefiled.
Okay.
So Robin says Sweet Tea started the argument when she called Quad a liar. I think it was a response to her husband getting riled up. I That's what I think that
I
is.
think it was more of a response just directly to Quad, to be honest, because Quad
Mm,
was talking to Sweet Tea directly, telling her, "You want the life that I'm living, honey. You want what I have, girl, and you couldn't live my life, all this kind of stuff." So Quad turned it into a Sweet Tea and Quad type of thing, a little later into the back and forth. But it is what it is.
well, it's like, I wish she was happy though. It kind of shows that she's not, because I would say, want what you have. I have a husband. I have a house. I want, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Mhm.
when did it become a competition? And what makes you think I want what you got
But I
or
think
don't have?
here's the thing. Sweet Tea is still so new to the game, so
Yeah,
she really
child.
don't know how to play the game, and so she's in
That's why she good
indulging
TV.
in the exactly. And so when she's indulging in this conversation with Quad, it's because if it was if let's just say like it was someone like Toya was Sweet
Mhm.
Tea. Toya don't care. Toya
Exactly.
don't.
It wouldn't go far.
She
Like,
don't
all right.
care. Toya would just pay it, honey. Dr. Jackie would just pay it. Dr. Heavenly might give you a little bit of back and forth, but at the same time, Dr. Heavenly is still very secure in her relationship. So it was just so ugly to me. It was just so
Mm.
ugly to me on Quad's part. On
Robert
Quad's part.
says, I think Quad was pushed. Oh. Also, Quad and Jean were miserable and had no intimacy for the last 3 years of their marriage. Well, I mean,
That
but
which
that was y'all though.
Which makes it even more difficult for me to understand why does Quad seem to have this vendetta against Dr. G. It makes no sense to me. She acts as if he was literally abusive to her. Yes, they talked about the abuse that
The
they
verbal abuse, that's what they
verbal
said.
abuse that they dealt with amongst one another in the season reunion of the season that they broke up in. They had that one-on-one with, or two-on-one with Andy. They talked about their issues and the abuse that they both had amongst one another. But at the same time, it's like, why? Like, it's like Quad has a vendetta to literally try to embarrass Dr. G. And me personally, I just don't feel as though anyone deserves that. That's just
Mhm.
my opinion.
But I do believe that's why all of them are on the TV show now,
Yeah,
because they know they're gonna act like that.
right. Exactly.
And also it makes me wanna question, quiet, like, how happy are you truly? Because if you feel the need to, if that's your thought process, especially when you inebriated, a drunk mind speaks a sober heart, like you like how like, do you just wanna do the get back thing? If you truly over somebody, get back is not in your vocabulary.
Exactly.
You because you have moved on. Moving on is outside of the realm of that last person that you were with,
Right. And it seems like you're hung up on Dr. G. It literally seems like you are hung up on Dr.
or
G.
just still
And
mad.
right. And once again, you would think that her man, Quad's man King, would have something to say about it. You think that he would have an opinion about this, but he was over there in his little corner,
But
did
maybe
not
he's just not
give
maybe he's not controversial. Maybe he doesn't like
confrontational.
confrontational. Yeah, 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 yeah. Maybe he's not confrontational. Maybe he just don't
Mm,
care to do all that because, to be honest, those are some of kind of the best, pairings.
right.
Opposites always attract, in my opinion,
That's very
and
true.
a talkative person and someone that's just laid back that ain't about that mess. Just like Dr. Damon, is that his name?
Yes, Dr.
Dr.
Damon and Dr. Heavenly.
He don't be saying nothing as Dr. Heavenly going on for 40 days and 40 nights.
Right. Yeah.
Bianca says, I agree, Robin. Lipton was laughing until Dr. G got jealous. I think she only spoke just to say, just to
Why did it take me so long to pick up on Lipton? Why did it take me so long to pick up on that?
Robin says Funky Dineva said that Quad's relationship is real on his, yeah, I saw that too. On his show, he often talks about hanging out with them. Yeah, that now I know Funky Dineva is absolutely a real friend with Quad. I don't understand it, but I'm starting to realize like there's another side to Quad that we don't get to see that she reserves for real
Absolutely.
life, and
Right.
that's okay. I've never been upset with him being cool with her, but
Yeah.
he's been cool with her for the longest. They actual real friends. But as
Okay.
far as the relationship, he does say that they are in a real relationship and has even hinted towards her wanting to have a baby with him and everything. So,
And she said that
mhm,
during this whole thing. She actually
and
said it.
and he's saying that that's real. And once again, even with that being true, it still makes me wonder, like, how maybe the anger just hasn't subsided. I'm not saying that she wants Dr. G. I'm not saying that it's apparent she don't
No,
want him.
I don't think she wants him, but
It's
I
I
just
think
it
it's
seems like
about the anger that she
she has
still
a
holds.
it's like she has a vendetta against him. Like she literally is deliberately trying to hurt this man's feelings.
Mhm.
Deliberately trying to hurt this man's feelings. Because she knows that he's not over her. She knows that he's not over her. She knows that.
Mm.
It's just
Be
so ugly to me. Just so ugly to me.
Yeah, but the way I don't know. Something tells me that she didn't want to go further with him simply because otherwise she didn't wanna bring no child into that marriage. She knew
Oh,
him
I completely understand that. Yeah, I
and wanted
completely
to
understand why they're
leave
not
because
together
of that.
anymore. Because I was talking when me and Mama were talking about
I
it. I
bet you
don't
it was a
think
solid
I
thing.
ever saw them happy on the show. I don't ever saw them happy on that show. So they have no business being together.
Nah. Robin says, "He sure did, Robin." I mean, Bianca said, "He sure did, Robin." And Bianca did give us the reminder to click that like button. Go ahead and like this live, please. Thank you. Robin says, "Sweet Tea gotta know that Quad's ex still has feelings." Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, Robin also says, "Exactly, Bianca. He showed his feelings." And Bianca says, "Robin, um." Wait. And Sweet Tea still didn't catch it. Then Toya and Contessa was trying to tell her that he still has feelings. Mm. Whew.
Yeah.
Robert says, because he ain't happy. Lipton chased him and he let her catch him. Well, that's the story. And that's what had happened. That is what had happened. Robert said, nope. It started when Q said that excuse me, I think she meant G. G said how often he asked that? How often they have relations?
That was the general question to everyone. How many times a week do you and your partner have
Oh,
relations?
okay. And Sweet Tea called her a liar, and that's what set Quad off. Yeah, you know what? When you hear 15 times a week from somebody in the midst of a bunch of married people, I'm not saying married people don't have sex. I'm just saying 15 times a week. Does anybody have a job? What are we doing throughout the week? Can you please put in the chat how you feel about 15 times a week? Please tell me what you think about 15 times a week. I'm very curious to hear. Jonathan.
Because that answer sounds completely invalid to me. Completely invalid to
And
me.
instead of saying liar, Sweet Tea could have said, uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because Dr. G and Sweet Tea were sitting right behind Quad and her man, like literally right behind them. Like you didn't think they wanted you didn't think they didn't want this to happen, girl. This was a
okay.
setup. Hi.
That Todd. Anyway, Miss Kim says, if these middle-aged folks don't get off of TV playing Truth or Dare.
Because that's basically what it is, Miss Kim. That's
Oh, girl.
literally what it is.
Robert said Bianca Sweet Tea just believes that the Turtle Man is such a good catch for her. Well,
She
okay.
does believe that. That's for
Oh,
sure.
Bianca said, Robin, don't he just look like Franklin? Hey, it's Franklin. Funny. Dustin says, good night, Dustin.
Good night, Dustin. Love
He
you.
said, see you on Monday.
All right.
Everybody says good night. Miss Kim says, I like Dr. Damon, aka Job. Or Job. Okay. Miss Roberts says hi to Tyrone. And Quad, not G. Okay, now I need to go back for context. Okay. Oh, Q. She didn't want to say Quad. Okay, spell out Quad. It all started when Quad said how often she. Okay, yeah. And Quad is making up that making up for that lost time. She's dropping it low and spreading it wide. And Robert said, in a new relationship, years of unhappiness and no attraction, they getting it in all the time, and I believe it. Not sure if something like that would last for a long time, but at first, I believe it.
For sure, yeah. At first, yeah.
Miss Kim says 15 times a week. Nope, I'm not sweating my hair out like that.
Okay.
So no. And Tyrone says 15 times a week must be 3 times 5 days, 3 times 5 days and 2 days of rest. LOL. That's a lot of exercise. LMBO rabbits.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us for this night of hot topics and social commentary. Thank you guys for staying with us, even though we went over 14 minutes. But Jennifer, go ahead and give your social media contacts to the good old people real quick.
Sure. I am the Light of the Leo. Go ahead and follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at the Light of the Leo. And also, you can find me on Discord at the Light of the Leo. And I could get you connected with our Discord where we share information and things of that nature. It's been a really nice situation having that Discord. So join us on it. And of course, join us on Faithful Warrior Ministries every single Saturday at 10ish a.m. We come together live to pray and read a devotional and remind each other that life ain't all that hard, especially when you got King Jesus in it.
Absolutely. And really quickly before we go, I forgot to say this at the beginning of the show. I want to give my condolences out to the family of Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti passed away at the age of 54. That was shocking to me when I saw it. But I feel as though he's been sick for a little while.
I think I heard he had a stroke or something like that.
Yeah, something that happened with him, but yes. So condolences to him and his family as they deal with his loss. But you guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. My Cash App is $Jonathan Lee07. That's $JonatanLee07. Thank y'all so much for joining us this evening. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Eat good out there. Stay warm. I know it's warmed up a little bit outside. Thank the Lord. Because them 30 and below temperatures is 2 or 3 weeks ago, child, they were for the birds, honey. But
Get ready for it again, Jonathan.
Don't tell me that. But anyways, thank y'all so much for joining us today. Join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. Until then, we'll say bye for now, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night and stay safe out there. Love you guys for watching.
Bye.